Hello, hackers! We're back. SimAce is rolling into. We already got more than $100,000 in cash thanks to Ace Mayor, the city building simulation. We're hard at work unlocking the military topics for our next game, which of course has to be Jet Ace, I think. At some point, we're going to want to research some new. I guess we need to research custom game engine before we can actually. Anyway, let's get right to it. Develop new game. Jet Ace. It's a military simulation for the PC. Market share has gone down even more, but that's not going to last much longer. Gotta have some graphics if it's a fighter plane simulation. Good. Stay with that. Oh, notice it had the plus, but it had question marks. But I wonder, does that mean the gameplay should actually be higher? I don't know. Here, plus. It's got a question mark on it because it knows that artificial intelligence was very important for previous simulation games we've done, but we haven't done. It's a new topic. We haven't done this topic genre combination before. So it can guess, based on our previous simulations, that AI is going to be important, but it might not be true for military simulations. It is, though, so we're going to go with it. He seems to be getting more efficient. We're getting bubbles more frequently than we were before. Okay, sounds need to be there. Graphics need to be a little bit more extended, I think. We might even take world design down just a touch so that we can increase the sound a little bit more. There. Oh, wow, look at it. We've got more than twice the money we started with. Good. Ace Mayor's off the market, 23,000 something units, generating 165,000 in sales. Of course, that's not, that's gross, it's not net. The Danish Invento has confirmed recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new home gaming console called TES early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Man, I remember when Dad came home with a Nintendo. I had no idea. I mean, I guess I knew we had the whatever games on the Atari and whatnot, but I kind of watched my dad or my sister play them. Well, I didn't really play them much. I guess I was still little. I mean, I was probably 5 when the NES came out. Definitely remember when he brought it home and he's like, "Oh, check this thing out," and I'm, what? I don't know. I don't know what that is. This means nothing to me. But I certainly grew to appreciate it in short order. Get those bugs out. Extra design point. Nice. That'll help set new milestones. Just by 1. Oh, I guess we had 12 technology last time. A new record there. Our engine is leveled up. That's good. Let's get through these a little faster, shall we? Oh, it didn't work. The clicking's supposed to make it go through faster. I don't know why it didn't work that time. Wait just a moment. Get our... Nope, not yet. Oops, too slow. Reviews for Jet Ace. Not as good. 7, okay. Ooh. Alright, alright. Okay, yeah, not quite as good as Mayor, or Ace Mayor, but that's good. Good results. Again, for these early games, these are all good results. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say all good results, because the first game was not a good result, but these last two have certainly been. Units, not as many as the last one, but we're still definitely making money on this. Hi there, I've just finished Jet Ace, and I'm impressed by your talent. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you are ever short on cash, just let me know, and I will see if I have some work for you. That's also a good... It's a good... Contract work, I think, is more valuable in the beginning parts, because it helps you get research points, as long as you can actually pull it off. The cash influx never seems to really be worth the time that you're spending, but Alright, post-release analysis of Jet Ace military installation is a great combination. Level design is quite important for this type of game. Okay. Good to know. We can't quite research a custom. What new topics do we have? Transport. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm really pleased. Really, really happy that good topic combinations have come up for simulations. I was really worried I was going to be stuck with like werewolf, vampire, romance, and I don't know, like rhythm as my starters. And there's no way you can make a simulation game on that junk. Well, let's do a little bit of contract work. If we can find a good contract. 1 in 11 in 4 weeks? Yeah, we can do that. It doesn't really pay much. But we should be able to pull this off, I think. Yeah. No problem. Today, the new game platform TES by Ninvento has been released. Great. Jet Ace now off the market, sold 17,000 units, 120,000 in sales. Alright, contract successful. Jason here, I just got word from the client that the contract was successfully completed. Excellent work. Usually I have new contracts every 6 months, so check back in time. 17.2. No, I did not. It did not outsell it, but the profit was still good. It was still good. We're close to $250,000 now. We can develop our new game. A transport simulation. What do we call this? I guess I don't want to do trains. Trains just seems obvious. I mean, trains is the kind of transport simulation that I've done before. Yeah, let's do something different. Could be, well, I thought, well, should I do like air traffic control? Highways? Highway Ace? I guess build highways across a country? I don't know. Look, the name doesn't matter. Yeah, so we can release it for the Ninvento if we like. You gotta pay a license cost for consoles. And, like I said, since simulation is a triple plus on PC, we're just gonna stick with PC all the time. We can't go back to text. Once we've started going to graphics, you just can't go back. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. We still don't need a story for transport simulation, do we? Highways? What could the story be? I have no idea. No idea. Maybe, I guess maybe you could try to put some quests in there. Like scenarios, level design. It's important, but artificial intelligence is even more important. The cat needs to get out of here, please. Seriously, I don't know what your deal is. It can, the early parts of the game can drag a bit when it's just this one guy and you have these long sections where you're just slowly picking up. When you get out of the garage and you start hiring employees, it begins to be much more interesting. For one thing, the news seems to flow a little faster, but also, I mean, the bubbles are going. There's more to keep track of, I guess, at least visually. So it's not quite so slow and draggy. Later on. I guess it's just, I didn't even really look at that. I'm just going to continue with what worked last time. Okay, sort of done. I'm going to, okay, can we get another tech point? Can we get one more tech point? No. Oh, it's another bug. Alright, let's get this out. We've got a new, again, just +1 on the design aspect. We're leveling up all over the place. Great. Now this trash game button is here. I don't know why it's there. I can't even think of a situation in which you would want to trash it. The only thing that possibly comes to mind is if a console that you're working on goes off the market. But just because the console isn't being sold anymore doesn't mean that you can't release a game for it that you've been working on. I mean, they release games for the older generation of consoles even after the new generation is out. And if it was a problem, I would think that the game would just shut off your production. I don't know, because to go through all that expense and get nothing for it, unless you have enough cash that you know, okay, we're going through this to get some experience, get some research points, and level up some stuff. But we just know it's not a great combo, or it's not going to work. I don't know. I just don't know. Game report. All right, there we go. Here we go. Highway Ace. Oh, 9. Awesome. Boy, this is going swimmingly, guys. Very good, very good. Alrighty. Our best game yet. Way to go, Ace. I think we're going to research custom game engine after this. We're going to need to start improving. Great combo AI isn't very important. Yeah, I think we knew that. We're going to need to, if we can develop new game engines with better stuff and new features, then we can do well, eventually we can do sequels, or we can start making new games with previous topic genre combinations, just with new features, and that will work. Okay, now we can do tutorials in mono sound. I'm going to try, let's check out, we don't have enough for those things anyway. Let's check out what, sports! Man! We're hitting everything we want for simulations. This is perfect. Oh, thank you. Gotta make sports simulations. Highway Ace off the market, 22,000 units. 158,000 in sales. We have 400 fans. What options do we have for custom engines? We can do a new version of 2D graphics. We can add story, which doesn't help us, and save game, which is going to be nice. But we need some more features before that becomes worth the investment. So let's make sports simulation for the PC. What's the market share doing? Down to 20. It'll turn around. It'll turn around eventually. I mean, I guess the PC never... Does it ever have more than half the market? I don't think it ever does. It's just always there. So what do we want to call it? Sports Ace? I'm trying to think of a generic name, because I think it would be kind of fun. Just to leave you imagining, which sport does he have in mind? Is it football? Is it football? Who knows? Could be Jaya Life for all you know. But let's see. For some reason, the name Sport of Kings, I think it would be a great name, but it doesn't fit our nomenclature. Sports Ace is just no good. What? Yeah, you're right. It sometimes is difficult. Look at that! I got an achievement for sitting here. I don't want to take forever on this. We got to pick a sport. We just have to pick a sport. We'll do football. What do we want? Touchdown ace, quarterback ace, football ace. That's lame. Come on, man. Ace football. Ace football. Okay. Good. Go. Text-based can work on sports simulations, but we might as well. Like, I don't think, at least in this game, we can go back after starting to do graphics. Engine's good, gameplay. Okay, fine. Let's get moving. Let's see, industry news. Good. I need something to talk about. The recently released TES home console by Nintendo has proven to be a massive success. Sales numbers have exceeded expectations by far. As one customer says, "I love the games that come with the TES, and playing with a controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard." I guess it depends. It totally depends on what game. What kind of game it is. I don't necessarily agree with that inherently. Like, I guess it kind of annoys me Actually, that's but they make gamepad controllers for the computers. Like, what you have joysticks, you have the mouse, you have 100 million keys in the keyboard. Why? I don't get the key. I guess for certain kind of games, I do kind of get it, because keyboard controls can be clunky for certain things, but I don't know. Sounds not really, they're even less important. Graphics, let's take down a bit and let's pump up that. I don't really know what world design is going to mean. You know, maybe we should just make these all even. Perfectly portioned out. Okay, yeah. Okay. I expect over the course of time that tech is probably going to be our biggest. Just because we're concentrating so much on the tech-related stuff. Artificial intelligence and all that kind of stuff. Alright, we're ready. New milestones for both. Wait, didn't we have 13 last time? I think we had 13 last time. Now, sports simulation should be great combo, unless they're thinking sports action is better. I don't know. First reviews, Ace Football! Who loves football? Star Games loves football. Darn right they do. Come on, give me 10, give me 10, give me 10, give me 10. No, come on. Well, I guess I can't complain. We're doing consistently well. We've only had the one bad game. Always get a game report. It's free research points if nothing else. 12,000 in the first week. That's pretty good. 14th best-selling game out there. Okay, I kind of knew that stuff. Let's do a contract real quick. Only 3 weeks to do that. I don't know about that. That might be a stretch. Let's try it. Yeah, I think we got it. According to our market research, the recently published game Ace Football is a surprise hit with players. The developer SimAce Enterprise is fairly new to the gaming industry, but we cannot wait for what they will develop next. Hopefully soon a game engine. The increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers, while others cater for the more mature age groups. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. Target audience is now available. Contract was successful. Great. How much does it cost to get target audience? 15. What are we doing on topics? Comedy? We might need to hold off. We should do government simulation. Because we always have to have new topics. Maybe we can do another contract. And get target audience before we actually release it. Don't forget creating custom game engines. This will improve your games a lot. You can create your custom game engine through the action menu once you have researched the custom engine, which we have. But we don't have enough new features to make it worthwhile. We'll get there soon enough, game. Okay, that's that. So we need a quick contract for some research. 350. That's too much for us. Well, 5 weeks. 4 weeks. 5 weeks. 20. It's only 2 more points in the whole extra week to do it. Let's do it. If we can do either of them, we can do this one. Following the massive success of the TES console, there are now rumors circulating that Vena, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home gaming console on their own. It will never be as good as an Invento. At least I was always an Invento guy. I thought some of the Genesis stuff looked really cool. Looking back on it now, it was not all that special. I guess it maybe slightly better than NES, like, graphic-wise, but I don't think they had a lot of really good games for it. We have a one of those retro console things that has like 80 Genesis games on it. Now, they're not really hit games for the most part, but and it all doesn't help that the controller is kind of touching and not the best. But I don't know, there's not a lot that's really all that enjoyable on there. 35,000 copies of Ace Football went out about the $250,000 in. That's gotta be a record profit. 218. Oh yeah, new record. Great. All right, we passed this, which is good. A little bit of money, and that gives us just enough to research target audience, which of course also costs money. One thing that I like a lot about this game, they did a really good job of finding a balance between there's enough to do to keep it interesting, and you have to. It feels like you're always stretching and striving to do everything you want to do. There's stuff you want to research. There's people you want to train, and you got to get games out there to make money. And you want to try new things, and so there's lots to do. And it always feels like there's just a little bit more than you can pull off at any given time, but never so much that you feel totally overwhelmed. And I think they did a really good job balancing that. All right, new game. Government simulation, which we're gonna. Do we target to the youth? I think like for schools, like an election simulation. Mature doesn't seem right. I guess let's just stick with everyone for right now. PC. I know the PC audience tends to be mature, but it doesn't mean that you have to. Every PC game you make has to be mature. Election Ace. Okay, my names are kind of boring, but it keeps me from, except for the case of the sports, I couldn't figure out a name for the sports one. It keeps me from spending too much time sitting around thinking. Today, Vena has confirmed recent rumors about a new gaming console and announced the Master V. The company claims that the Master V is technically superior to the massively successful TES by Invento and plans to release it in the coming months. I never even heard of the Sega Master until playing this game. Okay. I'm probably not going to touch the sliders much at all in the future. Oh, excuse me. So this mirror is Ace getting a little slower in his development here. Don't need dialogues for an election simulation. Let's get this out the door now. I need to cut this episode off. It's time to go to bed. Okay, but we still don't have any insight on any of this stuff, so we're gonna keep going with split time. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a slight step back from the last couple of games, because I don't know if government simulation is the best combination. Although I guess if it's not simulation, what other kind of game would government be used for? I don't know. New topic, new combo. It's not a great combo. I don't think government's great for anything. Game report. Okay, first reviews. Okay, not too bad, please. Not too bad. 7. Okay, I would normally call it a game that I rate a 7 beautiful. Alright, well, good. Well, it's not necessarily a hit, but it's solid. So, oh, look at that. Alright, well, I'll take it. I mean, I guess I have to take it anyway, but I can be satisfied with that. Government simulation is a great combination. Story and quest not important. It's a good match. Everyone is a good match. Youth is not very good. Mature is good. The new game platform Master V by Vena has been released. Let's try to research at least one more thing. Let's get some mono sound, and then we will make a new engine. And I think we're actually going to do that before we do any more games. The latest game by SimAce Enterprises received very positive reviews overall. Informed Gamer gave it an 8. If SAE continues to innovate like this, they might become a new fan favorite. We do have 800 fans. It's kind of nice to see how that little news report gives it a little bump in sales. The recently released gaming console Master V has stirred up the market worldwide. Industry experts say the console is not very well marketed in North America, but that it will flourish in other parts of the world. I heard that too. I guess, yeah, it sold a lot more in like Europe and Latin America than it did in North America. Oops, hold on, I don't want to do that right now. I want to game history. 19. Alright. Okay. Let's get our new engine going. The Ace. I don't know what, like the Master Ace engine. I don't know. Updated 2D graphics, great. Don't need story, but we'll get save games and mono sound. It can cost $90,000, so we can easily afford it. We've got plenty of money right now. This will build up our research as well. Maybe we can get a new topic, but if not, we know we have enough topics that we can rotate. Collection Ace off the market sold 32,000 copies, generated about 225,000. Not a quarter. I was gonna say a quarter. It's not right. Almost there. Good. Master Ace is now complete. Can we get a new topic? Anything good? Game dev. I have tried a game dev simulation, and funny enough, it doesn't work. Law, comedy, sci-fi. Well, let's get some. Even if we don't use it, by researching topics, we can unlock other topics to research. So we'll eventually want to see what all is out there and see if there's anything else that we'll want to touch. For this one, we're going to have to go back and we can reuse one of our old combinations. We're 3 years, almost 4 years into the game. So that's fine. But what was our first one? What was the first thing we did? Time travel. Okay, I don't like time travel simulation, but city simulation is great. Ace Mayor. How long ago was that? It was 2 years ago. Ace Mayor 2. We can't go back to military already, can we? Well, maybe we can. I don't know. Well, city simulation is good. I'm gonna get this started before we quit, because otherwise I'm gonna forget what we were trying to do. Let's keep it to everyone. City simulation. The Master V 26.9% BC 22 isn't the best. Get our Master Ace engines, we can make it more awesome, and this will be, of course, Ace Mayor 2000. Even though it's still the 80s. Why not? Let's just keep ripping off SimCity, you know? We gotta do our upgraded graphics. Now the games are going to be more expensive. That's totally fine because we can afford it. Alrighty. Well, thanks again for joining. Things are going to pick up soon. But they will. Trust me. We'll be able to start doing stuff once we can get out of this garage and we can get some more employees. Things start moving a little bit faster. And yeah, thanks for joining. If you like this game, you can get it. It's definitely still available. It's on Steam. I got it for about $10. Totally worth it. It's worth more than that. I got at least $10 worth of entertainment out of this so far. Great idea, well executed. It's simple, but it's nice. It's well made, very well balanced. I can't even imagine how complicated the mechanics are behind it. All the variables, those sliders, and how that all feeds into sales and critical responses, and just the interplay. They did a very good job. I'm impressed. Good job, Greenheart Games. I'm curious to see what your second game is going to be about. Hopefully it's nearly as good as this is. Yeah, anyway, this is Retro Gamer Dad. Thanks for joining again. We'll see you next time. Farewell.